Today I'm going to show you the secret to being able to draw objects that look like they're going further away from you instead of, going straight up. For example, this path looks like it's meandering away, this pond looks flat instead of straight up and down, and the road looks like it's going further away. I'm going to start off by explaining how this works. For example, if I had a tree here, and I wanted to draw a tree that looks like it was behind it, I would just need to draw a tree that was smaller. Because it's further away, it's going to be smaller, and then it makes it look like it's behind it. And then using that, let's say I want to draw a flat plane in a square shape. Normally it would look like that, but it looks like it's standing straight up and down. So in order to make it look like it's laying flat on the ground, I would need to make the back end of it smaller because it's further away from the viewer. So here's the front side, there's the back side. It'll be smaller because it's further away. And then I would just connect the dots, and now it looks like the plane is laying flat on the ground. Now, to get more complicated, let's say I wanted to draw a circle, such as a pond, and I want to make it look like it's flat on the ground. All you're really doing is just squishing it into an oval, but to explain how you do that, is basically you could put it in a square, and draw a square, and then draw your circle in it. And notice how it touches here, and here, and here, and here. You can imagine where the middle is on each end, and make it touch, and basically you're drawing a circle within that. The objects that are going across the viewer's vision, for example, if there was a wall here, it's going across, it would appear to be the same length on all edges. But if that wall were turned away from the viewer, going this way, it would appear to be way shorter because it's going away from the viewer. So like, for instance, this ruler looks the length that it is to the camera right now. What if I turn it this way? It looks way shorter even though it's still the same length. So if I wanted to draw something such as a path, I would need to keep that in mind, because anytime the path is going away from the viewer, it's going to be foreshortened. It's going to look way shorter. Like, see, I'm turning this way, so because I'm turning this way, this side is kind of shorter. It looks shorter. Now I'm going to turn away. Now this side is turning almost completely sideways, so it looks really long. Then let's say I wanted to make a quick turn towards the camera, that would be foreshortened. Basically, I need to keep that in mind as I'm drawing. Notice how the turns are all really sharp, but if you looked at the path from above, it would just be gradual turns everywhere. The same thing when you're drawing a pond and you draw a little squish oval for a pond. This rounded edge is no more rounded than this edge. It's a circle, but this edge looks way sharper because that edge is facing towards the viewer that way, so it looks foreshortened. And then of course, if you were drawing like the other side of the path, you'd want to consistently make it smaller to make it look like it's going further away. Thinking about this as you draw can really help you get more realistic drawings. Let's say I was planning a painting and I wanted to draw a whole landscape. I could just keep this in mind the whole time. Let's say I want to start with a house and one side of the house was facing me. Then I know I could start with a rectangle. Now let's say I want to draw the other side of the house on this side. Because that side is further away from the viewer, I need to draw that side smaller, a little bit smaller. And then I'll just connect the dots. And that looks like a rectangle, and then I can add a roof. Now, let's say I wanted to draw a river that was next to the house. I would keep what we've learned in mind. Notice how every time I turn this way, it's shortened because it's facing towards me, but this way is facing more sideways, so it's really long. And notice also how it's really wide here and really thin here, because it's going further away, so it looks smaller. And then if I want to draw a path, I'm basically using the same concept as I used to draw the river. Let's say I want to draw some trees. Basically, all I need to keep in mind is the fact that further away trees are going to be smaller. So I'm going to draw this tree here, and I want to draw a tree further back. I'm just going to draw smaller. As you get better at drawing, a lot of these things will just begin to come naturally, and you won't have to think about it as much. You'll just kind of draw it out. But it's just helpful to know why things are shaped that way, so you can, in the beginning, think about it more as you're drawing. Well, I hope this video was helpful, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, if you're interested in viewing or purchasing any reprints of some of my paintings, please check out my website, jonathanschlichterartist.com.